What if I told you that every battle you have faced, every setback and every betrayal were never mere coincidences? What if I told you that the forces that move against you do not act by chance, but rather intentionally? Pay attention, because if at any time you have felt the weight of the world crushing your shoulders, as if invisible forces were trying to bring you down, there is a reason for that. Have you subscribed to the channel? It costs nothing and you help bring stories like this to more people. Leave your like and share. Your life will be greatly blessed and the prosperity of generosity will come to your life. You are not an ordinary person. You were chosen, and that makes you a target. But here is the truth they don't want you to discover. Evil does not waste its efforts on the weak, because they are already under its influence. It focuses on the strongest, the brightest, those who have a greater purpose. Have you noticed that as soon as you try to grow, everything around you seems to fall apart? Opportunities that were once certain vanish like smoke. Doors that were open suddenly close, and people unexpectedly turn against you for no apparent reason. This is not a coincidence. It is a plan. But why is there so much resistance against those who have been chosen? And, more importantly, how do you survive these attacks? Stay with me, because what I am about to reveal may completely change the way you view your struggles. Have you ever walked into a room and felt a sudden shift in the energy, as if something invisible had noticed your presence and didn't like it? This happens because your light is intense, so strong that the darkness cannot withstand it. You are not just another person in the crowd. You carry within you a divine force, an essence that exposes the lies around you. You carry within you a power that can stop evil and break chains. But understand, light and darkness cannot coexist. When you shine, everything that was hidden in the shadows is forced to reveal itself. The enemy knows this, and that is why he fears you. Because when you awaken, your presence inspires others to awaken as well, and so the battle begins. The darkness' greatest fear is losing control, and your very existence threatens that influence. That is why, the moment you step into your purpose, distractions arise, doubts creep in, deceptions surround you. The enemy will do everything he can to make you question yourself, dim your light, and silence your voice. Have you ever noticed how, all of a sudden, certain people walk away for no reason? How opportunities disappear just as you are about to move forward? How your journey seems like a constant struggle? This is no coincidence. It is spiritual warfare. The darkness plan is simple: to keep you blind, exhausted, and afraid. Because if you ever realize the unshakable strength you truly have, it won't just be your liberation. It will be the liberation of everyone around you. Your life was meant to make an impact, and so the enemy throws confusion into your path, trying to plant doubts, make you question your mission, disbelieve in the calling you carry. He creates chaos, overwhelms you, and when that's not enough, he whispers lies in your ear, telling you that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes to move forward. But here's the truth: he only attacks what he fears. Your light disturbs the darkness, and no trap, distraction, or resistance can stop you, unless you allow it. So how do you keep shining in the face of challenges? No matter what they try to do to you, no matter who tries to diminish you, remember, your light is divine, unbreakable, and destined to illuminate the path of others. The only thing the darkness can do is run away. This is not a game, nor is it a simple obstacle. You were not born for an ordinary life. You were born for battle. From your first breath, the war began, a war you never asked for, but for which you were chosen. Unlike those who go through life unaware of the unseen forces at work, you were always destined for something greater. You were never meant to blend in, never meant to take the easy way out. You are a spiritual warrior, and that changes everything. The darkness wastes no time on those who pose no threat. It cares nothing for those who are already lost in the shuffle, trapped in mediocrity, or distracted by the world. The enemy pursues those who carry the light, those who can break chains, transform atmospheres, and awaken others. Have you ever wondered why your journey has been so intense? Why do you face challenges that many never seem to face? Every hardship, every battle, is not a sign of weakness, but evidence of your strength. These struggles are not meant to destroy you, but to shape you. A true warrior is forged not in comfort, but in fire. Every pain, every betrayal, every moment you thought about giving up was actually training. You are being prepared, strengthened, and refined for something much greater than you can imagine. The enemy sees this. He knows what you are becoming, and he is terrified. But there is something the darkness does not understand. You were made for this. You were designed to weather storms that would destroy others. You are not a victim. You are a warrior, and warriors do not back down. So the next time the pressure mounts, the next time life challenges you, do not crumble. Stand up. Stand firm. The battle is real, but so is your power. The attacks will come, but so will your victory. At the end of the day, those who face the fiercest resistance are the ones who were born to lead, to win, to change the world. This is your war, and you were made to triumph. The enemy's greatest trick has been to try to convince you that you don't matter. But here's the truth. You matter more than you realize. Your every step, your every word, your every action carries power. And not just any power, but divine power. A force that can shake the very foundations of darkness. The enemy does not fear the ordinary. He does not care about those who follow the crowd, lost in the noise of the world. His true fear is you. Because when you rise up, you do not rise up alone. You lift others up with you. Your influence is not just about your own journey, but about the impact you make on those around you. When you embrace your purpose, those close to you begin to awaken, to question, to break free. And nothing scares the darkness more than a world that refuses to be controlled. That is why the attacks are relentless. That is why every time you try to grow, something or someone tries to pull you down. Because the enemy knows that if you allow yourself to go too far, you will never be able to, will no longer prevent what comes next. Look at history. Every great leader, every revolutionary thinker, every voice that stood up for truth has been attacked, silenced, discredited. Why? Because their influence was dangerous to systems built on lies. And you are no different. The moment you speak life to others, the enemy tries to distort your words. The moment you step into your calling, obstacles appear out of nowhere. The second you decide to shine, the darkness tries to snuff out your light. But here's what the darkness doesn't want you to know. It has already lost. The only way the enemy will win is if you give up, if you believe the lies, if you cower, if you surrender to fear. But not today. Not this time. Now you see the game for what it really is. The enemy fights you so hard because he knows who you are. And if he is fighting so desperately, imagine how powerful your purpose must be. So stand up, speak up, move forward, and watch the chains break. Not just for you, but for everyone who is waiting for someone like you to lead the way. The devil fears your divine influence. When you rise up, the world awakens. What if I told you that the world you see is nothing but an illusion? That everything you have been taught, everything you have been made to believe, has been carefully placed before you to keep you blind? But you were never meant to live in darkness. You were never meant to be just another pawn in the system. Within you is a knowledge, a wisdom that cannot be silenced. You are chosen. And that, my friend, makes you dangerous. The enemy does not attack those who are already lost. He does not go after those who follow blindly, who never question, who are trapped in the matrix of lies. He comes after those who see beyond the deception. He fears those who carry the truth, who break the chains of ignorance, not just for themselves, but for the world around them. From the moment you awakened, the attacks began. People turned against you. Your thoughts have become a battlefield. Every step forward seems to require superhuman strength. This is because you are a threat. The enemy thrives on confusion. He distorts the truth, manipulates perceptions, and keeps people trapped in fear. His power is based on misinformation, on keeping humanity in the dark. But you hold the keys to unlocking this darkness. Your wisdom destroys deception. Your watchful eye exposes lies. Your presence shakes the control system. And that is why he fights. He casts distractions. He whispers doubt. He plants fear. He orchestrates chaos. He wants you to question yourself. He wants you to feel alone. Because he knows that the moment you step into your true power, the game is over. Listen carefully. You did not receive this knowledge by chance. You did not awaken without purpose. You were chosen to see beyond the veil. You were made to be a guide, a leader, a beacon in the darkness. So when the attacks come, when the resistance arises, when the world tries to silence your truth, stand firm. The enemy only fights what he fears, and he fears you. Every move you make toward your purpose sends shockwaves through the realm of darkness. Every step you take toward your greatness shakes hell. Your journey feels like a battle because your destiny is not small. You were not put here to blend in, to be silent, or to live a mediocre life. You were sent to disrupt, transform, and awaken. And the enemy knows this. That's why he is relentless in his attacks against you. Think about it. Every time you get closer to your purpose, something tries to pull you down. Blocks appear out of nowhere. Doubt creeps in. People you trusted turn against you. Opportunities disappear. This isn't bad luck. This is spiritual warfare. The enemy doesn't waste time on those who are already lost. He goes after those who carry the divine flame, those who have been anointed to bring change, awaken consciences, lead, build, and restore. And that's you. But here's what he fears most. The victory has already been written. He knows he's already lost. He knows that the moment you step fully into your calling, his hold will weaken. Lies will no longer work. Fear will no longer hold you back. Obstacles will no longer stop you. This terrifies him. Every time you stand up, refuse to give up, choose faith over fear, the foundations of hell shake. You remind the enemy that his time is running out. That's why the attacks come in waves. That's why the distractions never cease. That's why you sometimes feel exhausted and overwhelmed. Because the enemy is desperate. He wants you to give up before you realize how unstoppable you really are. But listen carefully, you were made for this. Every challenge, every setback, every tear was just preparation. And the moment you embrace the fullness of who you were born to be, the game is over. Hell trembles because it knows what's coming. And what's coming is you. So stand firm. Push forward. Your destiny is too great to be stopped. Your victory is inevitable. If this message resonated with you, write in the comments, "I am chosen." Claim your power. Share this truth. And remember, the darkness fears your light. The devil fears your purpose. And when you walk in your divine calling, all hell trembles. Stay strong. Stay chosen. And until next time, peace and blessings.